Hello. Huh,
Hi,
I hear
how are
you.
you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good, good.
So Lisa told me that that I should ask you about your Riu trip, that you really enjoyed it, the trip that you just took with Bob.
Yeah, no, we like that a lot. Yeah, it was so much fun. We met some people there from Chicago, some others there that had a family actually there that had kids that had the same name as Bob and I have kids, Connor and Colin. So they're from Texas. We still stay in contact with all of them. So we had a great time at the Rio.
Good. Wonderful. So why did you choose to vacation at the Riu Caribe in Cancun?
When we picked the Rio, we didn't really know what we wanted. We did rely a lot on Lisa and her expertise, so to say, and looking into all of the resorts herself and seeing, from what Bob and I wanted, and giving her a list of everything. And then she did her magic and said, okay, this is what I came up with. So it was really, really nice to have her um, kind of in the back instead of me having to dig and do all the research. She came up with what we wanted, and it was pretty particular too. Like Bob wanted to snorkel, so she had, right off the hotel, so she had to do, okay, what do I find, or good restaurants, or we didn't mind family, but just different things like that. So she did all of that research for us, which was really, really nice.
Good. That's awesome. What did you think of your overall vacation experience there?
So much fun. So a lot of the people there, the people that waited on us were so much fun, a lot of interaction with them. They were funny, got my husband up and dancing and
Wow, good.
yeah, he played, the volleyball. I got to lay on the beach. It was beautiful beaches. And yeah, it was a lot of the entertainment at night was great. Even with the kids there, having a family resort, you didn't even really notice. It was really good.
Yeah, because this was really was this a special occasion? Because I know it was you were kind of looking for a romantic vacation.
We had the kids there. We went in February with the kids to Mexico and
Okay.
stayed at the Baja Principe, Coba. And then Bob and I went the next month in March. Um, the year before that, was it the year before that? I don't know. We went, again or before that and went, and it was fun too. But that was like our 5-year anniversary. We had never gone anywhere before. So then this one we had debated cruise versus this, but I don't know that it was, I think it was just him and I trying to get out of, just try to get out. I don't know that it was necessarily more romantic than not, but before we strangled each other, really.
Yeah, probably gonna need another one soon, right?
Uh, well, yeah, just you definitely get to we have one actually planned and then had to cancel it because of everything going on. So we're excited to get that rescheduled.
Yeah, I heard about that. That was in April, wasn't it? Like the first week of April. How
Yeah.
did that go down? Did that work out okay for you as far as
Yeah.
rescheduling or getting a
Yes.
credit?
So same thing. Lisa, we had her plan that one as well. And we were really lucky to have her do that because we didn't have to do anything in regards to canceling, in regards to what we had, to reschedule. We have her to fall back on. She's like, I'll remind you 120 days from now to reschedule that. So you don't have to worry about that. And she even worked it out where we've got extra that we get on the trip, which is going to be nice. And I didn't have to do anything. So it's going to be nice to be able to get out of here in the next year to probably Mexico or even someplace else whenever we are able to do that. So, but she did it all. It was great.
Good. Yeah, and it gives you
Yeah.
something to look forward to. So
Yeah.
you know you've got it on the books and just need to make a decision once we're able to kind of make those decisions, right?
Right. Right. Yeah.
Because you're
It'd
a
be,
nurse, aren't you? Are you in the
yep. My husband's a pharmacist and I'm a nurse. Yep.
so it might be a little while for you then. I guess
Yeah.
none of us know, but
Yeah.
you'll
So
be
we'll manage.
ready.
Yes.
How did this compare? The Riu Caribe, I know, is one that the one we were talking about that you
Mhm.
really enjoyed with your husband and had all these fun activities. How did it compare to other vacations that you went on?
Yeah. So the other one that I had gone on was, where did we go? We went to Secrets, I think. That was the very first one that we had gone on, and it was nice. Obviously it wasn't family. It was just him and I, but it wasn't as like crazy fun, foam parties, this, that. So it was just much different. It's not really, I don't know that I can compare it. the only thing I can really compare is just the ease of it that we've had, that we had planning really.
Oh, good. Good. With Lisa helping you out.
Hmm.
What
Yeah.
were some of your favorite activities, what you did on vacation?
Yeah. So, in regards to the one that Bob and I took, just, having the volleyball that we did there, they really pulled people out of their skin, their elements. Like I said, the people that worked there were really, really good. They did, oh gosh, they had, I mean, everything, anything and everything you can think of. They had a contest that they pulled people out of in the middle and had a football throwing contest. Oh, um, they had alcohol there that they would to show you how to make, and then
Oh,
yeah, it was fun. Or they at nighttime they had tons of shows that you could watch, and pulled people up on stage for the shows. So Bob would go up on the stage for the shows, which was hilarious. And my husband doesn't do that. So
really? That's
yeah,
awesome.
and he wasn't even drunk, which was even more funny because he was actually doing
Just
it.
having a great time.
Yeah, yeah. And then, like I said, the people that we met there was a lot of fun too, because that's what I like to do. I'm a social bird, I'm a social butterfly. So I will talk to anyone. So then we met those people from Chicago and we just hung out with them the whole time, met for dinners, met for, lunches, ate with them, hung out by the pool, made plans. And so that was a lot of fun. And then the couple with the kids we related to because our kids were at home and they had their kids there. So we would play with their kids and kind of talk with their kids. And that was a lot of fun too.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So, but no, it was nice because we did do the drink pack or the kind of like it was like a hopping package. So we could go to any of the Caribes that were there. So if we wanted to walk down, we could have. We didn't. We stayed on ours, but we could have done the other restaurants. Um, but the restaurants were good. The food was pretty good. I don't have any really complaints about that. Um, but yeah, no, they had a party, they had beach parties and they brought in, DJs and, um, yeah, I mean, the beach, like I said, the beaches were nice. Bob was able to snorkel a little bit off. There wasn't a ton of fish, but that's his favorite part is snorkeling, right off the beach. If no matter where we go, that is what he wants to do is snorkel right off the beach. So
Did you
I mean,
bring your own snorkel gear or did
we
you
do.
use it? Oh, you do.
Hmm.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, and like you said, the football throwing at the pool, I took my kids to the Riu Caribe one
Oh,
year
did
for
you?
spring
Yeah.
break. Yeah. And this was back actually, they used to have this little turtle sanctuary in the lobby. So,
Oh,
yeah, but I love the pool. It's so big.
yeah.
And like you said, you can participate or you can just watch. They have such great
Yes.
entertainment
Yes.
and that
Oh my
little
gosh.
ledge they have was good. My kids were younger, and so they could hang out and walk. That's like a 6 foot ledge all the way around the pool. That's like a foot deep. And
Yes. Yes. We love that. Yep. And then there's a swim up bar there. So we hung up, and that's nice and shaded. So we hung up there. It's really good because they do have the kids area separated from the adult area, which is good. So they're really good at that. And, if your parents are there and you want to bring them, great. But otherwise, they're very good at separating that so that the kids don't have to hear the, like
yeah.
craziness of everything else. They're really good at that. It was great because they're good at family orientation or the adult separate. Even the foam party that they had was the same. I mean, there was kids in it, but there was adult, it was adults, it was kids, it was. Now I wouldn't have let my kids in there because it was insane, but I got lost and was choking on the foam.
Oh my.
Yeah, it was nuts, it was nuts, but it was fun. Uh, and then, but yeah, no, I mean, our view was good. The way that it's set up, there's a ton of ways to have a good ocean view.
Yeah, I like how the whole resort and the pool just sprawl out along the beach.
Mhm. Yeah, there's not much walking to do. So we've never been in a high rise. We've never stayed in a high rise. So that was interesting. We were, different to do that, but it makes sense. You're not walking as much, but
Yeah,
it's good.
not too compact. Did you feel safe vacationing in Mexico?
Yeah, so my husband's a big safety guy. We did, like I said, took the kids the month before. People thought we were nuts. We never felt we actually when we left, we walked once out of the resort down the street there was like a little pharmacy and little shops down the street. And we never really felt like somebody was going to come and get us or, nothing. We felt okay. Yeah. Never did we feel intimidated or scared. And for him to want to leave that hotel and walk down the street is huge for him. So
it says a lot, huh?
Yeah, especially for him. Definitely.
Oh, funny. Do you feel like you got the full value that you spent on your vacation at Riu Caribe?
Yeah. Yeah. No, we liked it a lot and it was great. And there's nothing that I would have added. It was good.
Good. That's wonderful news. So let's talk about the planning process. What was your experience working with Lisa? You mentioned a little bit, Lisa at Island Travel Group.
I'd actually even I keep mentioning the trip with our kids. So going with how old, the 1.5 and 5.5-year-old at the time, insane, right? So, and it was February. We did everything we needed to do. We got the trip, we did everything. We get there, we get to the hotel, we try to leave, we get to the airport the next morning, early. We can't leave. We can't go to the resort. The airplane's not going to go. We then can't get back to it was awful. We can't get to our hotel because there's nobody to get us there. The roads are awful. Lisa's able to get us back to our hotel, get us a hotel that night where we eat. She's able to figure everything out with insurance. Like once we get back, we lost a day at our trip.
Oh.
Yeah, it was awful. So we lost.
Was this weather or was it?
Yes.
Oh, it was weather.
We
okay.
Didn't leave. Our airplane didn't leave. It was terrible. So once we got back, she took care of everything with that. But yeah, sorry, you said planning, not coming home. But no, anyways, it was just that part of it was terrible. But coming back, she took care of everything with insurance, got us the money back for the day we missed, the money back for the hotel, the money back for the the food that we had to eat, everything. So that was amazing. I didn't have to do anything.
Wonderful.
Except provide her the receipts. That was it. Planning process. Yeah. So she asked me what I wanted, what we expected from the trip, how much we wanted to spend on the trip, had us fill out the form online. And from that point, she pretty much just said, okay, this is what I found. This is where I'm at with it. And I did a little bit of research on my end just because my husband's a weirdo. Lisa could tell you that. She's like, let me do my magic, Sarah. I'm like, okay. And then my husband would be like, Sarah, how about this? I'm like, Bob, stop. Let her do her magic. And in the end, she did her magic and we were so happy.
That's good. That's great. Did you feel so I want to just go back because I don't get much of an opportunity to ask people this. When you filled out the online questionnaire, did you feel like that kind of helped get your juices flowing about what your interests were, or did you feel like it was a good way to kickstart your vacation at all? Or the planning process and get some of the basics out of the way, or?
Yeah, so it's probably a good thing to be on there, especially if you've never been on a trip. Because I'd already been on one and I kind of knew what to expect. It wasn't as I hate to say not helpful, but it's helpful, I think, for your end. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that way you have an intake form on your end.
And you have a moment to maybe think about it or talk about it before you answer that question instead of being one-on-one and
right. Yeah, definitely.
Put on the spot and maybe oh, we didn't talk about that, or I'm not sure
right.
about that.
Right. Definitely. And then you can go back to your, whoever's going with you and then do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? What do you want spending wise? Things like that. Yeah. And then you're not on the phone with your travel agent saying, oh, wait, hold on. Let me think. Let me get back with you. Cause that's a waste on your time. And you know what I'm saying? Let's just kind of get all together and figure that out. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, good. And I feel sometimes, because we have some really, really customized questionnaire forms, for honeymoons or destination weddings, or it doesn't have to be a honeymoon. It can be just a romantic trip, or it can really just be any couple's trip. But that's exactly what we went through so many years, that we would sit, make an appointment and sit down with a couple and ask them a question, and one answers one way and the other one answers the other way in the same
Oh
time.
my
And they
gosh.
look at each other like, I didn't know you felt that way. And I didn't know you
Oh
felt that way.
no.
So that's kind of why we feel like honeymooners usually, at that age, any age really,
Yeah.
couples are so busy. You barely spend any time or have any time together anyway. So it's usually by the time you have time to like deflate, breathe, think about your vacation and plan it, it's like 10 o'clock at night. And
Oh
so, and
yeah.
no,
And you're sitting,
nobody wants to
right?
make an appointment to meet at 10 o'clock at night. So it does give you that opportunity to just relax, lay, talk about it, answer the questions, submit it. We've got all those
Yeah.
basics. It's already been discussed. You
Right.
agree that that's the route you want to take. So
Yeah,
a
definitely.
little background
Yeah.
to where we even came up with that. And then we have a family vacation one too, but we have kind of more of a general one that doesn't run you through the ringer as much. So that's, I'm assuming, maybe the one she gave you since you've traveled before,
Yeah.
but thanks
Yeah.
for filling that out, because it does kind of like get the basics out of the way, and then we
Mhm.
can, ask more
Right.
specific question. It sounds like she did a good job of finding out what you wanted and what was really
Yeah.
important, and what were the must-haves and what were the
Mhm.
wishes, is
Yep.
what we try to get to. So do you feel like you were prepared for your vacation before you left?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Yep. Nope. We had everything we needed. We had a good time. I felt like, every email that we had back and forth, I had, ready. I didn't have to really print anything just because I had it. I screenshotted everything just in case I had no internet.
Yeah,
But I
smart.
had everything I needed and it was right there. Lisa had sent it all to me. So any, documents, any travel things, anything that I needed to go back and forth with, she had made sure she sent it to me so I could say, nope, I got it right here, looked at my phone, pulled it up. Yeah, no, I felt like I had everything I needed, especially in regards to that. So I wasn't worried that I forgot anything. Oh crap, we can't go there. We don't have a back and forth to the hotel from the airport or whatever the case may be. So
Good. I'm so glad you seem really happy with your vacation, and I'm glad she was there for you. We often say, like, we're not just there for you before you travel, but we're there during travel and then
yeah.
after travel. And it sounds like that's exactly what she did. And
Mhm.
then the insurance too. So often people think the insurance is for cancellation. And the truth is, if you saw the statistics like we see, most people use their insurance during their trip, not to cancel, because most people think, oh, I'm not going to cancel, I don't want the insurance. I hear that all the time, and I'm like, oh, but what if you had to go to the hospital or you had to get stitches? Like, your insurance, isn't. That's why I get insurance for every trip, mainly is that I can handle losing $5,000 on my vacation, but I can't handle $50,000
Mhm.
medical bill would really set me back. So
Yeah, so we'd never gotten into when Bob had traveled prior to us being married and he'd never gotten insurance. And we didn't get insurance for our first trip and everything went fine. We got insurance when we took the kids just because
you have
we
the
have
kids
kids and
probably.
and then we had used it. I mean, we ended up getting like we would have lost a lot of money if we didn't have it. And then a full day at the resort, food, a hotel, more food. I mean, it was ridiculous.
Transportation, yeah.
And then we got it this time we got it the next time when him and I went, just because we have kids now. And it's like, what if Robert gets sick? What if he breaks his arm? What if, you don't know.
What if one of the kids gets sick and you can't go,
Right. 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 Robert
or have to come
has
back
to have
early, or
Yeah. So then we got it this time and then COVID happened. It's like, God, if we wouldn't have had it, something, it's just crazy. So it was good to have it this time too, but we'll
yeah.
get it every time now.
Yeah. And odds of you using it, obviously, it's kind of like gambling in the casino. You know what I mean? Your
Right.
odds of winning are slim. That's why that's why they build these beautiful casinos. And that's the same with insurance. But if you ever do have to use, it's peace of mind, in my opinion,
Right.
because I just see so many of the things that happen. So I'm
Yeah.
glad that you have, you're kind of one of the success stories about like kind of what could happen if, but it's up to everybody whether they want to buy
Right.
it or not. And we don't push it, but we make sure you have that option. And like insuring anything else, like it's totally up to you. So
Right.
is that the risk you can live with or not? And that's kind of what we try to, communicate I guess, to our guests. So, well, I just want to thank you, Sarah. You travel a lot with us at Island Travel Group, and I know you've got future trips on the books with some
Yeah.
friends, and we really appreciate your business, and we definitely appreciate you spending your time with us today and sharing it
Yeah.
with all the other travelers that are going to be able to watch this and decide if they want to go to Riu Caribe, if
Yeah.
they want to travel to Mexico, and if they want to use our service. So, to everyone out there, if you decide to take a vacation, please call Lisa. Lisa is a fabulous travel planner. You can reach her at 217-260-4501 or Lisa at islandtravelgroup.com. Thanks a lot, Sarah. We'll see
No
you again
problem.
soon.
Thank you.
Take care.
You too.